Welcome back from Thanksgiving break. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Mason.
And this is Sfhs Today. In school news, today is the first day of trimester 2, which means class registration is coming up for next school year.
Make sure to check out the registration presentations in the PAC during Saints time, Monday, December 9th, juniors meet, and will register in the Tannberg Lab for their senior classes on December 12th. Sophomores meet Monday, December 16th, and register for their junior year on Thursday, December 19th. Freshmen meet on Monday, January 6th in the PAC when will register on Thursday, January 9th for their sophomore year.
In school news, DECA is making a comeback, and Lisa Marie Schrag is the advisor who is leading the club. Reporter Mason Felt got more information on this recurring activity.
DECA is a co-curricular activity, or an extracurricular activity you could say, that supports students in the following areas: marketing, finance, hospitality, and management. So these would be students that would want to go into any of these career fields. They may want to explore our DECA class or our DECA extracurricular activity.
What drew you to wanting to join DECA?
I wanted to join DECA because of the opportunities. It's nice that you get to learn more about business, but also having like other people go to these really cool events, and you just get to have a bunch of fun and stuff like that.
So I advised DECA about 6 or 7 years ago, and I stopped advising DECA because I had a couple little kids, and Mr. Austin's been asking me for a few years to bring DECA back to our school.
When were you involved in DECA?
I got involved in DECA back in the early 80s, about 1980, 1981. Well, I had some business classes, and one of my teachers, Mr. Don Schlepper, kind of told me about DECA and said that I had some qualities that would fit well with it, and so I went to some of the meetings and joined up with it.
What was DECA like back when you were in high school?
It was a lot of fun. We had a great group of people involved with it, and of course a great teacher. Probably the funnest part was running the school store, and we really did everything from ordering product to running it, making sure it was profitable and all the books were correct, and had a lot of fun and got some great experience.
What would I hope students would get out of joining DECA is building self-confidence, becoming a better speaker, getting up and talking to people and accepting other people. There are many different walks of life of students that are attracted to DECA. So just getting out of your comfort zone, accepting new people and trying new things and learning from it.
As we head into second trimester, we thought it would be a good idea to introduce some of our new teachers to the school. This week's teacher feature.
Well, we usually do the hiring process probably starting as early as April through May, June, and sometimes over the summer.
So the first year is really the most important. You meet with them over the summer, you get them acclimated to the building, help them feel ready to go for the start of the year.
They also take kind of what they call foundations, which is kind of sets the tone for kind of strategies that they will use during their first year and provide them support.
How does it feel being a new teacher?
Very comfortable with being a new teacher. This is my second year at St. Francis, so I know a lot of the students.
This district feels awesome. There's so much support. Students are on board. They want to get to know you. They want to participate in your classes, and the staff is awesome.
My background, I try to gain rapport by getting to know students and get to know them on a regular basis.
For me, it's been really easy to get to know everybody. Everyone is welcoming and willing to give you information about themselves.
How is your routine different now compared to previous years?
So this year I'm teaching more weight training classes, so I have a much larger weight room, but really I can switch up my routines and kind of adapt to my students.
It's a little bit different. I taught it in middle school before this, so dealing with kind of the younger ages has been a little bit different compared to this year.
And how do you become a mentor?
So you have to have, I think it's at least 6 years in our district and your master's degree, and you have to go through mentor training, and then you're assigned based on needs.
While we're on the subject of teachers, Jack Henderson found that a number of high school teachers carry second jobs. He spoke with some of them before the break to find out about their extra jobs.
What do you do to make money aside from teaching?
Well, aside from teaching, one of my hobbies is playing the banjo, so I make a little bit of money playing in a couple of different bands. But as a teacher, I also work at Bethel University. I teach as an adjunct in the adult studies program. And for example, right now I just taught a class on college readiness. And I also, and I now am teaching a class on research writing as another part of that college readiness series. I think I started, it's probably been about 4 or 5 years now. I started working in the writing center, and then they asked me to teach an academic writing class, and then just this past year, somebody moved on and they asked me to take on these 2 classes in the AAAS program.
So I am what we call a bay host at Topgolf. Topgolf is in Brooklyn Center, and what a bay host means is that I'm partly a server, but I partly help guests through their gameplay at Topgolf. If you don't know what Topgolf is, it's kind of a combination between a bowling alley and a golf driving range. One interesting guest that I have personally had before at one of my tables is Matt Burke, who is a former Vikings player. Also, some of my other coworkers have had Twins players and Vikings players. So there's always interesting people at Topgolf, and that's another reason why I love serving, is you never know who you're gonna get in your bay. I've even had students before.
Aside from teaching, I have been selling 31 gifts for about 7 years. 31 is a direct selling company, so I am an independent consultant, and I'll go into ladies' homes, so kind of think about it like the Mary Kay, but I sell bags and thermals and coolers and home organization solutional sets. So I will go into a woman's home and I will ask them about what's something that you want to organize in your home, and we will try to find them some products that will help them declutter an area. We sell purses, we sell wallets, so lots of all the fun accessories for any woman. We do have some men's products as well.
Thanks, Jack. It's interesting to know more about what teachers do when they're not at school.
It's the random question thing. Ding.
Favorite holiday movie?
Polar Express. Favorite holiday movie? Polar Express.
I would have to say Christmas Vacation.
Elf. Christmas Vacation.
Elf, definitely.
Santa Claus.
Eli's a great one.
Yeah, Elf.
Elf. I would say Elf. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Elf.
With Peter Rabbit.
Elf.
Favorite holiday movie is Christmas Chronicles.
It's Elf. Come on. It's a good one.
I don't really have one. I don't.
Christmas Vacation.
Elf.
Now over to Jordan, sports.
What's up, Saints? I'm Jordan Haller, and this is sports. The boys basketball team has a home game against Irondale at 7 tomorrow. They also have another home game against Sartell at 3 on Saturday. The girls basketball team has a home game tonight at 7 against Anoka, and they have another home game against Buffalo on Friday. Our reporter Jake Bergman went out and got some information about them.
How do you feel about the new coaching staff?
They kind of bring a new energy to the team. We have all new coaching staff this year, so practices are a lot more energetic and fun. We listen to music, and it's a lot of fun.
It's really fun. We get to listen to music, and they encourage us, even though some of our skills aren't quite there yet.
The new coaching staff is really positive. I really like them, and they're just trying to make us better.
How did tryouts go?
Good. We had a 3-day tryout. Teams came out last week. We had a lot of girls from the middle school too that got brought up to try out for the team.
Do you plan on having a younger varsity team this year?
Yeah, there will be a lot of underclassmen because we only have 3 seniors this year.
How does it feel to be a freshman playing with the varsity?
It's super fun. I get to meet new people, and it's a higher competition.
What is your goal for this season?
Our goal this season is just to have fun and get better as a team.
The boys hockey team has an away game tomorrow against Mora at 7. They also have another away game on Friday against Pine City. Reporter Olivia Olson went out and talked to some of the boys.
Being the hockey manager, what are you looking forward to this hockey season?
Just mainly hanging out with the team and just seeing them hopefully win a lot and just have a good time. winning a section quarterfinal game.
I'm looking forward to roadies with the boys.
Out-of-town tournaments.
Probably going to St. Cloud and hopefully going to St. Paul this spring.
The girls hockey team has a home game against Long Prairie Gray Eagle at 7 tomorrow. They have another game on Saturday away against the North Shore Storm at 2. The wrestling team has a meet on Saturday at New Prague High School at 9:30. The dance team has a jazz meet at Becker tomorrow at 6:30. The girls gymnastics team has their first meet at Cambridge High School tomorrow at 6:30. This week, we wanted to show you guys what it would be like in the day of our athletic director.
There's no such thing as a typical normal day. That's the first thing. I would like to say a typical day is you work 7 to 3, but that doesn't happen. If, for example, this morning, my day started at 4 a.m. and with emails, trying to figure out and avert a little bit of a problem. Then came in here and started meeting right away once I got here. Once winter events start happening, I will transition from my day job into my night job, which means going to your games, making sure that fan behavior is good, people get in okay, we collect money for tickets, and that basically there are no logistical issues. The referees get there okay, they have pay sheets so they can get paid, we document everything, and hopefully enjoy a fun night on the ice or on the court or on the field or whatnot. I deal with all fine arts activities here too. So everything that happens in the PAC on our payroll or people that I pay are responsible for the prom advisor, the yearbook, the Bridge Street Journal, all of those are under my umbrella too. On top of that, I'm also the middle school activities director, which was new last year when I took the job. And so I oversee all middle school activities.
That's it for sports this week, folks. Check in next week for more progress on our winter sports.
Thanks, Jordan. Before we go, I'm sure the break gave people a lot of downtime to catch up on their screen time. Reporter Hunter Dustman discovered just how much time some people spend on their phones each week.
Oh, hey there. I'm Hunter Dustman. With increasing activity on people's phones, I took an in-depth look at teachers and students' screen time.
What's your daily average screen time?
5 hours, 4 minutes. 4 hours, 3:28. 4 hours and 38 minutes.
My daily average screen time is 4 hours and 35 minutes.
8 hours and 17 minutes.
My daily average is 5 hours and 56 minutes.
5 hours and 13 minutes.
5 hours and 11 minutes.
6 hours and 9 minutes.
My average daily screen time is 2 hours and 30 minutes.
It's up 141% this week to 1 hour and 24 minutes.
My daily average screen time says 3 hours and 10 minutes. I'm up 14% from last week.
What's the first app you open in the morning?
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Text.
Snapchat.
Texting or Snapchat.
Snapchat.
I always check my email first thing in the morning.
My first app in the morning, it depends. I have two. Some mornings it's my school email, and other times I'm old school and it's Facebook.
First app I open in the morning is text messages.
U.S. National Library of Medicine states, sleep deficit, anxiety, stress, and depression are all associated with phone usage. I challenge you to stay off your phone for 1 hour out of the day.
That's all we have this week.
Make sure to follow us on the social media and our website at the sfhscrier.com.
Stay safe, Saints.